It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns on Sunday night.
It is a cold rain coming down. It could be a wet and wild one here by the lakeshore as we join you from Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it will be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Welcome again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
The veteran Dustin Hopkins has this one teed up, and we are underway here in Cleveland. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by a third-round pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma State. It's Mason Rudolph.
And when Mason Rudolph is on the field, sometimes the scouting reports have to be revised a little bit because often quarterbacks like to throw short to get a rhythm. For Mason Rudolph, he loves the deep fade and he loves the deep post pattern. Anything over the top. Those are his favorite shots downfield, and that's what gets him comfortable.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rudolph. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. And he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, Gordon?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
4th down, Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers. Jakeem Grant deep for Cleveland. Fielded at the 20. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading him out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Watson now on second down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Watson now to throw. That is caught. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Watson now going to run the option right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Here's Watson on the sneak. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Chubb. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. It's going to be caught for Browns touchdown. Elijah Moore from as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
From the 29, here's second down and 3. Rudolph looking to throw. Got his man, it's Warren. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catches. Hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle. 2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off of play action, it's Watson. His throw incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Got it to Bell on the out route. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. And trouble trying the middle here. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Watson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. After the interception, here's Rudolph. And this one is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Throw left side, complete. That's Warren. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not, and dropped him for no gain.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Here comes Grant on the return. A good return there, 17. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Browns now going to take over late in this 1st half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know it was a gain. It's probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now it's Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. 3rd and 9 here. From the gun, here's Rudolph. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We just watched a strong first half from quarterback Deshaun Watson. His touchdown pass is the only score of the game thus far, as his guys hold a 7-0 lead to this point. Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And they work this well on field across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit it with a gain of over 20.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Watson, option left. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. T.J. Watt collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
We are seeing two really confident defenses, imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Throwing on third down, Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Back to throw, Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. To throw is Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. Touchdown. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. The Cleveland offense ready to go. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. Shrugs him off. And some room to work. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle.
Second down.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb fighting through, and he's got space. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. For this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Watson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Throwing again is Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw on 3rd down, Watson. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Play action. It's Rudolph. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. On second down, here's Rudolph. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now Rudolph with 3rd and goal. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Steelers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And 1 play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to the air, Rudolph on second down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Fourth down, desperation time for Rudolph.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Steelers first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Again, it's Rudolph.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
They run for it with Harris. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Rudolph. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Throwing here, Rudolph.
And his throw here is incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now Rudolph.
Pressure comes and down he goes. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 4th down, Rudolph. And they hit him as he throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to win the football game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
2nd down and 6 now.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.